I just got here and it's time to talk about Witch Hat Atelier. But before we get into that, I'm sorry if I'm talking through my nose and I sound a bit weird. I'm very sick. I have this nasty cold or flu or whatever. Feels like a truck ran me over, backed up and did it again. So that's why I sound like I'm all over the place, because I am. But I still wanted to have the video out to talk about my thoughts with this one, because it was a very cool episode. Definitely a setup, but a very important one for the plot to move forward, but especially for character development that we had here with Richeh, and also I'm really curious with Agot. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, it starts at the start. We have Coco training with Kifrey and talking about her speciality, being inconsistent and straight lines. I'm really curious when Tarta is gonna make her pen, how much better she's gonna get at drawing here. I still like her enthusiasm, how much she's into magic, how much she loves it. But I like the Richeh in the background. She needs better vocabulary. But also Kifrey being a very good teacher, telling her, hey, don't just focus on what you're good. Those are gonna improve with time and you already have a grasp of them. Focus on your weaknesses also. And this applies in so many things in general, especially as an artist. If you probably are an artist, it's hard to draw things or do things that you aren't really good, even though they're in your field, so to say. I'm not saying if you're a oil painter, suddenly start drawing manga. But it depends on each, so to say, here. And I love how much Coco loves magic more. The more she understands it, the deeper she gets into it here. Just has this innocent, pure love of magic here. But also this episode is very focused on Richeh, and I really like this, giving her a lot of character development. But before we get into Richeh, I'm really curious where they're gonna go with Tetia, because I feel like there's probably some tragedy there, why she likes thanks so much. I don't know, that's the feel I got from this episode with Richeh and Coco and everybody pretty much being here, and Agat also. Like, I feel there's probably some dark past with Tetia, which we're probably gonna get to. But anyway, this is Richeh focused, saying she doesn't really like to look at other people's spells here. She's not interested in other people, how they do it, what they do it, why they do it here. She even gets upset and almost herself hurts herself with that spell she casts in anger. And after this storms off, we have Coco going after her. She finds her thanks to Brush Body, and apparently Richeh was able to make her own secret room there underground in this cauldron. At first time, is it bigger on the outside? No, it feels like a tunnel or something there. And I like how she turns when Coco walks in. She turns around like an evil villain with a cat, but instead of a cat, we have Brush Body. Her in the chair turns around. That was so cool from Richeh here. And you have Coco instantly loving all the panglics there, the spell, everything that Richeh did. She has this wonderful love of magic here, and actually asks her, why don't you look at books? It's really fun, you learn a lot here. And we get a glimpse a bit into Richeh, saying she only wants to think of her own spells. And I like, this kind of sounds like an artist. I only want to do my own thing, how I view things, but it's also a bit dismissive and reductive in a way. You can be kind of stuck in your own sauce for a lot of time, and you can learn so much from others. That doesn't mean you compromise yourself if you look at other things here, but this is a bit more tragic, and she's still a kid. She doesn't have really the capability to have that nuance and distinctions here, and even more after we find out about this one, when she said she doesn't want to conform to everyone else. She wants to always do her own thing. And then in the background we have Kifrey with Olrugia, which the moments between them were great there. Apparently, Richeh was with another witch at some point here, and I like the snug stones that Olrugia made to help everybody sleep. He actually made 5 of them, 4 for the students and 1 for Kifrey. I see you, roommates, I see you. I really hope they go full-blown romance between them here. Would be great. Like, I know it's frowned upon, but fuck it. I don't care. Honestly, that would be great for each. I'm not a shipper. I actually hate shipping culture. so much, especially people that do it with non-canon things. They harass authors, they take it to obsession levels, but I really wish we would actually go for it with Kifre and Olrugio here. But anyway, that's another conversation here. And he even made one for Kifre, telling, hey, set up an example for your students, get some sleep. I actually worried for Kifre, considering everything here and what has been happening there. But those stones warm you up so you can sleep better. I could probably use one. I barely had any sleep last night there. But then Kifre gets a letter, and right, perfect timing when Agot returned. Oh, and I forgot to mention about Agot at the start of the episode. My bad. Like I said, my mind is all over the place. I liked at the start of the episode when Agot having some alone time thinking of Coco and how she kind of had her wrong at the start, thinking she can't learn anything from her, and we might not be so different, even though they have different backgrounds. If they learn the same things, go through the same things, they could share a lot of things together. And I really like this. Like I said in previous episodes, I think Coco kind of killed Agot with kindness, that broke down a lot of the walls that Agot has been having. And here back to the letter coming. I really like the automated letter there. It felt like a fax machine for with magic. Here it's great there. It's apparently a letter for the second test. It's in 3 days for Agot here. Now we also have a bit of a dream / memory. I thought that was the previous witch that Richeh was with, but then it's revealed it's her brother. Really, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. And he kind of had some last words, parting words. Never stop being yourself. Okay, focus on yourself here. And kind of, I think, like Riley either became a witch and left, got sent somewhere. I don't think he's dead, but this kind of stuck with Richeh, and that's why she has this view of the world. It feels like she misinterpreted that there and kind of twisted her view with a lot of things. I'm curious what happened with her brother, of course, but this sometimes when you take something wrong, either you take it in good ways or in bad ways, can have different ramifications here, and we kind of find out why Richeh is the way she is there. But then we have here saying that Riley, her brother, loving when she makes spells that express who you are, and after that telling her never stop being yourself. That's what stuck with her. Then back in the present, we have Agot frustrated. She fell asleep thanks to the snug stones. And she didn't use that time to prepare herself for the test. She wanted to do more, as per usual, kind of like her personality, and like a lot of people do with tests here. But here I have a character I wanted to punch. We have new witches also for the test. Master Kukro, I'm sorry if I'm butchering names, and Iwini. He's like a very shy boy there, but I feel like his confidence got destroyed by Kukro being an asshole. Apparently Iwini failed the test 2 times, which is fine, but the way Kukro talking about him, I just wanted to exchange him, get a new one, like so dismissive, while Iwini was there. Like, I wouldn't want to have that guy as my master in witches, magic, or whatever, or be my boss, my mentor, having people like that over you just ruins your entire confidence. You don't learn anything here, and regardless how good you are, when somebody just talks down to you and about you like that, you're gonna be destroyed, especially as a kid, let alone adults here. And I really wanted to punch him. Kifre went chastising him for his attitude there. We see Iwini confidence in the ground here. Then a giant brush body shows up. I'm like, damn, brush bodies can be witches, but no, it's illusion magic. Lyra is here, and I like Lyra. She's very, very hot, and she definitely has history with Kifre. I'm curious about them. But also she's the proctor for the test, and this is an escort mission, kind of like in games. But in this case, you have to escort Mirphones, again probably butchering the name, felt more like griffons combined with penguins. That's the feeling I got from them. Endangered species and magic, especially old magic with the serpent ruins here from the Forbidden Age there, kind of ruined their environment. And right now witches, here this being the shield test, they have to protect them with their migration, and each of the individual ones are gonna get those scales and also pretend to be one of them just to escort them away. So this is the test here, but of course it's not gonna be that easy. You have to keep the target safe, escort them, and fail if they witness casting spells here. It's not about revealing the secrets, but you're gonna be revealed as a human to the animal, and that's not good there. Then we have, I wasn't expecting this one, Uini, of course, new character. I'm curious about him, or they're gonna go to him. He's here for the test. Agot is here for the test with new for the letter. Then Richeh is also apparently taking the test, even if she didn't know. Apparently Kifrey submitted her application here for her to take the test. I'm like, okay, you kind of put her a bit on the spot here. She's probably capable, that's not in question here. Richeh is probably very good, but imagine not having that XP, you're gonna take a very important test. I'm like, wait, why didn't nobody tell me about this? But I can also see it from his perspective. He's trying to push her out of her shell a bit there. Of course, she gets angry, saying, you liar, you said I could do what I wanted, that's why I came to you, I guess you don't really care. But I like how good Kifrey is talking to people. I care for you, for your benefit, please trust me this time. Okay, I'm gonna do it, but if it doesn't work, I'm never gonna trust you here. So it's kind of a bit in her rebellious phase here. I'm curious how it's going to go, and I'm liking Richeh a lot more after this episode here. And then again, we have Kukrow talking bullshit. Oh, student, he sucks, he's not very good, and blah blah blah. And Kifrey's like, huh, did you say anything? Gave him that look, and the motherfucker actually leaves. Like, he leaves his student that, hey, you guys can take care of it, and leaves. Even a liar was present. Like, I imagine having that guy as your master and mentor. Like, holy shit, that guy must needs a kick in the ass, to say the least there. So we have the migration, the test starting there, and apparently Kifrey is gonna stay behind with the others, tell them a bit the history of the ruins here. Speaking of the ruins, I really like how this spiral snake road reminded me a bit of Dragon Ball with the snake way, but reminded me a lot more of the ways from the Wheel of Time. If you guys ever read or know anything about the Wheel of Time there, it's very treacherous road, to say the least. So yeah, very important episode here, great character development, and I'm curious how the test is going to go. And yeah, I'm sorry if I blabbered way too much and my mind is all over the place, and the way my voice sounds right now. After this, I'm probably gonna go die in bed. I'm beat. But again, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos of the series that I follow. So keep enjoying with chat, Atelier. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.